Do you know which countries have the most oil reserves? In a world where oil reserves are in constant flux, we've compiled a list based on data up until the end of this year, 2024. Stay tuned to find out the top 10 countries with the most oil reserves. Kicking off our countdown at number 10 is Nigeria. This African powerhouse is blessed with oil reserves to the tune of approximately 37 billion barrels. Just one spot up at number 9, we find Libya. Despite its size, Libya's desert conceals a whopping 48 billion barrels of oil reserves. Moving further north, Russia takes the 8th spot. Renowned for its vast landscapes, it's no surprise that it's home to about 80 billion barrels of oil. But let's not forget the United Arab Emirates. At number 7, this small but mighty nation boasts an impressive 98 billion barrels of oil reserves. It's clear that oil is a game changer for these nations, influencing their economies and global standing. And now, before we move on, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay updated with our latest videos. Continuing our countdown at number 6 is Kuwait. This small nation in the Persian Gulf is a giant when it comes to oil reserves. With an estimated 101 billion barrels of proven reserves, Kuwait is a key player in the global oil market. Moving on to number 5, we have Iraq. Despite the challenges it has faced, Iraq's rich oil fields continue to be a crucial part of its economy. The country is estimated to hold about 145 billion barrels of oil reserves, making it a significant contributor to the world's oil supply. Next up at number 4 is Iran. Despite international sanctions and geopolitical tensions, Iran's oil reserves remain a potent force. With an estimated 157 billion barrels, Iran continues to be a major player in the global oil market. And now we cross the Atlantic to Canada, coming in at number 3. Canada's vast oil sands are a major source of its oil reserves. With around 170 billion barrels of proven reserves, Canada is a key player in the North American and global oil markets. We are now at the top 2 countries with the most oil reserves. Any guesses? At number 2, we have Saudi Arabia. This Middle Eastern powerhouse is not just one of the world's largest oil producers, but also among the largest holders of oil reserves. With an estimated 266 billion barrels of oil, Saudi Arabia has made a significant impact on the world economy. The country's vast desert landscapes are dotted with oil wells, pumping out millions of barrels each day, fueling industries and vehicles worldwide. And now, we arrive at the number 1 spot. Holding the title for the most oil reserves in the world, we have Venezuela. This South American nation boasts an impressive cache of over 300 billion barrels of oil. Yes, you heard it right, over 300 billion. The country's vast oil reserves are a key part of its economy, contributing significantly to its gross domestic product. However, despite these vast reserves, Venezuela has faced a complex set of challenges in fully leveraging this wealth. If you find this information as fascinating as we do, why not subscribe to our channel? We regularly bring you insightful content, unraveling the intricacies of economies and industries across the globe. And there you have it. Venezuela tops the list with the most oil reserves. Their black gold, locked beneath the Earth's crust, surpasses all other countries, marking them as the ultimate oil titan in the world arena. Let's recap the countries with the most oil reserves. Nigeria with around 37 billion barrels, Libya with 48 billion barrels, and Russia with 80 billion barrels. The United Arab Emirates holds approximately 98 billion barrels, while Kuwait boasts about 101 billion barrels. Iraq has about 145 billion barrels, and Iran 157 billion barrels. Canada's reserves are about 170 billion barrels, mostly in oil sands. Saudi Arabia, one of the largest oil producers, holds an estimated 266 billion barrels. And finally, Venezuela tops the list with its vast reserves exceeding 300 billion barrels. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends.